Welcome to the Morning X. Want to point out, if you missed what happened at the end of the show yesterday, the 99X brouhaha is back. It was a very dramatic reveal. We'll play that again. A lot of people asking what happened because it was so late in the show. 8:20 this morning, we'll replay what happened. We found Butch Walker in our vault. That's the short story. But Marvelous 3 is October 25th for the 99X brouhaha at the Tabernacle. The 99X presale is tomorrow, 12 noon, with code FREAK. Keep that in mind, because those tickets are going to fly. Celebrity Sleaze right now, presented by McDonald's. The best part about working at McDonald's is the people.
Barnes, I know you love it when we go into the courtroom.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, the armorer on the set of that Alec Baldwin movie, Rust, sentenced to 18 months in prison for involuntary manslaughter. That is the maximum she could get. Now, I have to say, maybe her attorneys should have talked to her and given her better advice. She allegedly called the jurors who convicted her idiots and a-holes.
That always goes well. 18 months, does that seem like not very long?
It really doesn't seem like very long, but I guess she had these recorded phone conversations from jail. Do you not know that those are recorded? She also said witnesses lied and that the judge was paid off. Still not clear, though, how these live rounds ended up on the set. You know, did you also know she was offered a plea deal if she admitted that she bought those bullets? She turned it down. Her father is blaming the ammunition supplier and the prop master. Now, let's see what happens, because, you know, her dad was an armorer.
Right, an armorer for a long time in Hollywood. It's just, I mean, to do the stuff on the phone, are you really that dim?
What is going to happen when Alec Baldwin goes? Because his trial's going to start in July.
I thought they were going to wait and sentence her once they had his, you know what I mean? Like, what happens with him?
This is crazy.
Yeah, 18 months seems like she's getting off easy, even after calling the jury a-holes.
Yeah, exactly. Now, have you followed the drama with OJ's attorney and how he backtracked on his statement?
I saw it.
Yeah, walking back remarks he made last week about wanting to prevent Ron Goldman's family from getting money from OJ's estate. Malcolm Laverne is the executive director, I guess, of the will. It's my hope that the Goldmans get zero, nothing. Them specifically, he said, and I will do everything in my capacity as the executor or personal representative to try and ensure that they get nothing. And now he's saying, I'm kind of backtracking from those remarks. They were pretty harsh. You think?
So stupid.
Yeah. He said, you've got to understand that there's a learning curve to everything. And I was an advocate for Mr. Simpson for so long. And then I guess, you know, now, of course, he's the executor of the will. Like, he went after Ron Goldman's dad.
Wait, what would OJ do? He was still living by that creed.
It's unbelievable that he had to backtrack. And then how much would you pay? And I'm asking you, Barnes, how much would you pay for that 1993 Ford Bronco?
I don't want that thing. Who has it now? Who owns it?
Oh, the Alcatraz East Crime Museum here in Tennessee.
Oh, because I remember when they were selling it
Didn't even know there was that museum here in Tennessee.
Did they buy it from AC Cowling?
I don't know, but the owners are thinking about selling it. They want to get like $1.5 million.
Oh, come on.
They had an offer, though, of up to $750,000. You know somebody's going to want that just to say that they have it.
Just keep it in the museum. What's someone else going to do with it?
But they also said that they had always planned to sell it this year because it's the 30th anniversary of the chase. How crazy is that it's the 30th anniversary, and they're saying it was a coincidence that OJ passed away.
I remember watching that like it was yesterday, you know?
I know.
Like sitting there glued to the TV.
Everyone was glued to the TV.
Crazy town.
Hannah Waddingham from Ted Lasso, of course, Game of Thrones, will not be pushed around by creepy photographers. She was hosting an award show for this theater in London on Sunday. She was posing, you know, on the red carpet. One of the guys, the photographers, asked her to show some leg.
Ooh.
Yeah, Hannah went off, as she should.
It's kind of hard to make this out, but have a listen to the transaction.
Oh my God, you never say that to a man, my dad. Don't be a d***. I don't be off. Don't say
You're welcome.
I'm a good man.
Thank you, you too.
Don't be
Yeah,
a D.
I love her.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh my God, you'd never say that to a man, my friend." She threatened to move on if they continued adding, "Don't be a d, otherwise I'll move off."
Don't be a Richard. There's been more and more celebrities I'm seeing do this. The Rock, someone said something to The Rock recently and he stopped, and that's not the dude you want to mess with. Justin Bieber constantly stops and goes face to face with these paparazzi. I see it on TMZ all the time.
I think at some point you have to. And she is busy. She's going to be in The Fall Guy and Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2.
The only problem with those people like Bieber and people like The Rock is people are looking for their opportunity. They'll take a punch if they can get paid.
Of course.
So you got to just watch it.
Jimmy Buffett honored last week. I don't know if you saw that huge tribute at the Hollywood Bowl.
I did, yeah.
Wow. Eric Church led a star-studded performance of Margaritaville. Sheryl Crow was there, Paul McCartney, the Eagles. Have you ever wondered what the story is behind Harrison Ford's earrings? Yeah, during last week's concert, the tribute, he shared that it was because of Jimmy Buffett's infectious coolness.
Jimmy Buffett was a cool guy. I remember one day, some might say boozy lunch.
Boozy.
With Jimmy and Ed Bradley. It was Bradley's birthday. I saw both of them had earrings. So right after lunch, I got my ear pierced. That's just how infectious Jimmy's coolness. Infectious enough for a 40-year-old man to spontaneously get his ear pierced.
It's pretty funny.
Had you ever heard that story before?
No. I'm surprised. He's still married to Callista Flockhart.
Yeah, they were together, I think, at the Oscars. I don't know if you saw them. She looked gorgeous.
She's making a comeback. She's going back to acting.
As she should.
She said she wouldn't rule out an Ally McBeal. What a great show to reboot.
What you're absolutely. We were talking about reboots all week. Why not?
Yeah, how is that one not a reboot?
Come on. Melrose Place.
Yeah, once you get to Melrose Place, everything above it has to come back also.
You know, we mentioned this yesterday about Billy Joel fans. We're watching the 100th Billy Joel at Madison Square Garden special on CBS. You remember they cut to a local news during the final chorus of Piano Man. Now, CBS is blaming the late start caused by the overrun of the Masters. And people are like, are you kidding me? Right in the middle of the finale? Well, guess what, Barnes?
What?
They're doing the right thing. They're going to re-air the concert.
Well, it was. Here's what happened.
Yes.
Horrible timing at the climax of Piano Man.
Live from WJC.
It was like the worst timing ever.
What a buzzkill.
So they're going to replay the whole thing because of that one little blip?
Yeah, April 19th.
All right.
Also streaming now on Paramount Plus. So I want to play something for you.
Oh, is this a
I don't know if
quiz?
you want to call this like a Nepo thing or whatever, but I actually think it's kind of historic when I tell you the story behind it. Let me play something for you. Tell me who you think this is.
I mean, I have no idea.
Does it sound a little Beatlesque to you?
Sounds melodic for sure.
Yeah, that is Paul McCartney's son, James McCartney. The historic part, guess who he wrote it with?
Who?
Sean Ono Lennon.
Wow. Have they ever collabed before?
I don't know, and they've posted photos together, which I think is really cool. And Paul's only son, who he had with Linda McCartney, Linda Eastman, posted to Instagram to sing praises of his collaborator and, of course, to celebrate the release of that song that you just heard, Primrose Hill.
Is that his first song?
No, James has been recording but hasn't put anything out in ages.
Dude, I'm looking at his picture, he looks exactly like his dad, but with Ed Sheeran's hair.
It's unbelievable.
Exactly.
That's your celebrity sleaze.